Now, the Barry Sheene weekend at Oliver's Mount isn't just about the racing. It's also about a few special demonstrations as well, including these guys behind me who are going to be promoting the British Supermoto Championship that's going to be taking place right here on August Bank Holiday weekend, the 26th all the way through to the 28th. So make sure to stick around and watch out for that one. So Dave, the next round of the British Supermoto Championship here at Oliver's Mount, I mean, that's incredible, right?
Yeah, it's been something that I've been wanting to do for many years. Back in the day, I've raced around here quite a few times and won a few races here. I always wanted to bring it to Scarborough. It was tried in, I think, 2003, 2004. And I have a feeling that we could build this event into not just a round of the British Championship, but something that will grow and grow to become a real festival of Supermoto, a little bit like Mete is in Belgium.
That's amazing. I mean, it must be amazing for you personally, as someone that pretty much dominated this circuit during the 80s and 90s, to bring back something like that with future plans as well. Amazing.
Yeah, and for me, Scarborough has always been a place that's been close here to my heart, because when we were kids, my dad raced here on a Motor Guzzi in 1956. When we were kids, we always used to have to come to Scarborough for our holidays when the races were on. Then I raced here, and then to bring my Supermoto Championship back here is really, a dream come true. And on the Monday of I think on the 26th and 27th is round 6 of the Supermoto Championship. And on the 27th is a hill climb, which is the Crowther Dearden Memorial Hill Climb, which is something I'm putting on to memorize my dad, who passed away a few years ago.
That's absolutely incredible, and what a place to do it at as well, somewhere that means so much to you, but also to so many other riders across the country as well. I mean, what is it like to race out there on that track?
Scary. No, to be honest, I always felt pretty comfortable here. It was somewhere where you have to respect the track that you're on. You can't take liberties with it. But once you get to know the track, I mean, when I first started racing here, I used to come as a kid and obviously watch Barry Sheene, this is a memorial meeting today that we're at. I've seen Barry Sheene, I've seen like Mick Grant, who was a legend round here. You've seen all the guys, and then raced against people like Joey Dunlop round here. So I've actually raced on the same track as them. But originally you used to go flat out through the start and finish before they put the farm bends in, and then they put farm bends in to slow it down a little bit. And it's a test. It's a real test. It's very narrow. It's very fast. But you have to respect other competitors when you're riding here.
And of course, tonight, not only are you going to be giving your expert insight to this glorious track, but also your memories of Barry Sheene, your memories of being on that track in that talk show tonight. What can we expect from that?
Well, with Steve Parish hosting it, we can expect sort of anything, really.
You're telling me.
That's, so that's and hopefully Steve might remember him passing me at the Isle of Man TT once on his Loctite Yamaha and stuff like that. And I've got some memories of Steve Parish that maybe he might not want me to bring up, but I once saw him when I was a young lad disappearing into the changing rooms at Alton Park with a young lady who was somebody else's young lady at the time. So maybe I bring that up, I'm not sure.
So it's not just racing stories tonight, it's all kinds of stories.
I think my racing career was founded on the fact that I just wanted to enjoy myself. Sure. Rather than, I never used to take it that seriously, and occasionally would have good days and bad days, but as long as we could have a good laugh, and that's how I used to race, and that's hopefully what we've brought into Supermoto now as well.
Well, I was going to say, that reflects in Supermoto. It's a tournament that is competitive, but there's no nastiness behind it. There's still an element of fun there.
Yeah, I think everybody says, and the number of emails and things that I receive constantly from people who come and ride the first time in Supermoto, the one thing they all say is that it's the nicest paddock that they've ever ridden in. Guys like Darryl has lent his bike to people when their bike have broken down. Jono from Bathmate has lent bikes to people, to rivals when their bikes have broken down. Everybody gets on really well. It's hard fought on the track and gets very hard fought on the track, but when everybody comes off, it's a handshake, everybody gets on, sits down at the end of the day, have a beer together. It's a really nice place, really good sport, yeah.
Well, it's going to be amazing to blend that community of Supermoto into the community of Oliver's Mount. What can we expect from that August bank holiday weekend?
Well, I think the riders, many of the riders think they're going to do the full circuit. Now, that would kill a supermoto bike. You'll see it tomorrow. We're doing an exhibition tomorrow, but it would kill a supermoto bike in competitive racing. It's too long. So we're creating a purpose-built track with 4 different off-road sections based down in the paddock area. I'm keeping it under wraps. It's a secret until...
You know how to sell it to us, Dave. I like this.
Until everybody turns up on the day. But we're having a band, we're having a big beer tent there. Spectators are going to be able to lean on the side of the track with bikes passing them within inches, just like at Mete. They're going to see jumps, they're going to see spills. It's going to be a really exciting, compact, small, tight track where the spectators can get really close to the action, get the impression of speed, and I think everybody's going to love it.
Well, I'm excited already, Dave. Massive good luck for this August bank holiday. Thanks for your time, very much appreciated. So I'm here with Dean, Barry Sheene weekend here at Oliver's Mount. Always a special occasion, right?
Bit wet, but it is what it is. You know, not much you can do about it. Still lots of people about, tons of spectators and stuff. So yeah, it's good. Having fun so far. It's nice.
And this is the thing with the Barry Sheene weekend as well. It's not just about the racing, is it? There's so much more going on. I mean, you're going to be heading out on the world famous track tomorrow as well, right?
Yep, demonstration ride tomorrow. There'll be I think there's about 10 of us out riding tomorrow, so that'll be good. Just to show everybody what Supermoto's about, promote the fact that we're here in, back end of August, where is it?
Oh, we've got to get the date in, we've got to get the date in.
Well, 26th, 27th, 28th of August. So Saturday, Sunday, Supermoto racing. Monday is the hill climb. So yeah, it should be good. We just try to get people, show them what it's about, let them know what Supermoto is, and then a few leaflets out. We had a few people, kids sat on bikes, starting them up, that kind of thing. Just, you know, a bit of promotion really, let people know what's going on.
So of course, Barry Sheene weekend, Oliver's Mount, it's a different circuit to anywhere else in the world.
Yep, looking forward to it. So it's more, with it being like a road race style circuit, a road circuit, something I've never done. So I'm looking forward to going around it really, seeing what it's like. I've been around it in a car, but it's not the same. So I'm looking forward to just going around it, seeing what it's like, having some fun, you know, pop a few wheelies or whatever, you know.
Got to get the wheelies in, got to get the wheelies. But that's the key thing, isn't it? People don't realise that in the week, when we're not here at the weekend, it's a 30-mile-an-hour road.
It is, yeah, just a normal road that you can come and drive around, cycle around, this and other, and then they close it off for events like this. And yeah, people like me can come and have some fun, which is good.
Well, of course, don't waste your time coming in the week. Make sure to come on down for the August bank holiday when you guys are going to be taking over from Barry Sheene away. So you mentioned the hill climb, you mentioned everything else. Take us through some more of those activities.
So really, from what I can gather, Saturday, Sunday, the Supermoto racing's on. It's going to be in the bottom half of the track. They're building off-road sections for it. Paul, I believe, is building a ramp for the tarmac section, so there'll be a steel ramp for the tarmac section, so that'll be good. Quite a lot of off-road. From what I can gather, the majority of the track, like 80-90% of the track, all the spectators will be able to see, so really good viewing. Like now, where I stood here, you can see part of the track, so when they come to the Supermoto weekend, you'll be able to see nearly all of the track, so really good for spectators. There's a band on. One of the riders, Mick, his band's playing on Saturday night in the big awning, so lots to come and see and do, and super cheap. 15 quid for the weekend, I believe.
Absolute bargain, absolute bargain.
Camping. You can't go wrong for that price.
I mean, so it's a bargain. You can get close to the action like nowhere else in the whole of England. You got entertainment, you got bikes galore. I mean, what's there not to like, right?
Is there not to like? And a bar as well.
Oh, well, of course, the most important thing.
Exactly. So, what more can you ask for?
Well, Dean, good luck for tomorrow and good luck for the August bank holiday weekend.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
So, Andy, the next round of the British Supermoto GP here at Oliver's Mount. Talk us through what we're going to be seeing there.
Of course, something completely different for Oliver's Mount. Probably something completely different for Supermoto as well. So, Supermoto, obviously, it's a great series, but it uses quite a set number of tracks: Teesside, Three Sisters, Rowra, things like that. Oliver's Mount is fresh on the calendar. It's effectively going to be a road circuit for Supermoto. So we've got completely designed new course. We've got it takes in the start-finish straight. It actually comes into the paddock. It's got some jumps up and down in the paddock. It's got some good backing in turns into the gravel area. back out through Farm Bends, back out on the start-finish straight, hopefully into the fields opposite, as long as everything's dry enough for that. It's going to be something that the spectators are going to really, really love, because from that viewing field opposite the control tower, you're going to be able to see probably 80% of the whole circuit, so you'll see almost everything. For the Supermoto riders, it's going to be mega as well, because it's just something so different to what they do already. And myself and Dave that runs the series, we're really hoping that we can make this a real annual August bank holiday thing for Supermoto in the UK.
I suppose it's almost bringing a bit of old school flair from Oliver's Mount into the new series somewhat, and seeing how that blends together.
Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. Yeah, so we've got all the tradition of Oliver's Mount, we've got Supermoto being a bit of a young upstart in terms of motorsport, combining them together, bringing that tradition of Oliver's Mount, bringing the road circuit into it, bringing the sort of upstart, if you like, of Supermoto. One thing we've also spoke about, it's almost like we've been on the seaside and everything, August bank holiday, it's almost like we're going to create a UK version of Mete. For those not aware, Mete happens in Belgium. It's an awesome event with 20,000 spectators turning up to it to watch it. We're hoping in years to come we can build this up to be something really, really special.
Well, I was going to mention, it's not just about the action that's going to be built on that purpose-built track, it's everything that's going to be happening off it as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is year one, so we don't want to start too big on year one, but year one, it will have a bar, it will have live music, that kind of thing. There'll certainly be, chances to get around the riders, look at the bikes, because, for many Oliver's Mount fans, Supermoto is something really new for them. It's a chance to look at the bikes, get to know the riders, and it's so accessible as well. The paddock's so accessible, the riders are so accessible, and not forgetting as well, some top riders come from Supermoto. If looking back, we've got Christian Idden, we've got Storm Stacey's a regular now. So many good riders. Obviously, I've got to mention Davey Todd. Davey Todd, Oliver's Mount winner, cut his teeth doing Supermoto, now in BSB.
I mean, you could be seeing some of the superstars of the future at this event, couldn't you, really? Let's be honest about it.
Totally. One of the things that Supermoto does really well, it's really good at bringing kids through as well. It teaches kids all about sliding bikes on tarmac from an early age. They get that feel for the bike, and that just translates into what we see with some of the top riders that come through as well.
And I suppose as well, that's what's going to make it a family event. That's what's going to blend that community, showing that it is accessible to families.
Yeah, it is. And not only is it just a family-oriented event, but it's actually, as far as motorbike racing goes, it's actually pretty cheap as well. I mean, yeah, sure, you can spend an absolute fortune on a top-level Supermoto bike if you like. But if you crash, such as I do now and again, generally you pick your bike up, carry on, and it's okay. So, in terms of the amount of tyres you go through, the amount your bike costs you in the first place, the amount of crash damage that you don't really have to fix, it's so much more affordable as well.
So once again then, finally give us those dates once more so we can get them down in the diary.
Okay, so on the 26th, 27th of August, so that's Bank Holiday weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we've got round 6 of the GB Supermoto Championship. And then on the 28th of August, we've got a Supermoto-inspired hill climb, if you like. But I want to make it clear that any bike is welcome to that hill climb. It doesn't have to be Supermoto. It could be classics, it could be your own road bike, it could be a race bike, it could be Supermoto. But what marks this out a little bit different from the hill climb that we'll be running the week before, there will also be the super lights, which are the four-wheel buggies that have the 600cc or 1000cc Fireblade engines in them. They'll be making an appearance as well. So it's the first time you're going to see four wheels at Oliver's Mount for God knows how many years.
Oh, it must be over 50 years. I wouldn't even want to put a date on it, to be honest.
Well, so we've had cars doing hill climbs probably in the last decade at some point,
okay.
But certainly not in the last 5 years. There's been no cars here in the last 5 years.
Well, certainly an event that's going to be very different to what we've seen before at Oliver's Mount for quite some time. Where can we get those tickets? Over on the Oliver's Mount website?
Yeah, if you go to oliversmount.com, click on the tickets link there, that's then going to take you to our ticketing website, and the tickets are available on there. And I will say as well, it's also a very affordable weekend as well, with camping included.
Perfect for the summer holidays.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Andy, thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to this Supermoto GP weekend. Cheers. So the next date for racing action here at Oliver's Mount is the 26th to the 28th of August. bank holiday weekend, perfect for the summer holidays with the kids as well. A true family event. British Supermoto GP takes over Oliver's Mount with its very own circuit, extra entertainment off the course as well, that one-of-a-kind hill climb as well. So make sure to get your tickets now.